Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Oceana. So I'm in a new location and it's a little bit echoey now that I'm listening to myself talk. But I'm in my sister's room. I am with my family for spring break. So yeah, I am here filming. I was not able to pre-film anything before I came over, so I'm just gonna film while I'm here. So my family's out right now, so I have time to myself to make a couple videos. And yeah, hopefully this is fun. I kind of like it. She has a very aesthetically pleasing room, so I was very excited to film in here. Okay, so I was trying to think of some video ideas, and you know, due to what's going on in the world right now, it's kind of crazy. I can't believe that this is happening. You never think in your lifetime something like this will happen on a global scale, but anyways, so I wanted to contribute a little bit and just recommend some really uplifting, happy books. A lot of these have romance in them because romance makes me happy, and then a lot of them do have a lot of Christian faith in them as well. So I'll talk about the ones that don't have any Christian faith in them first. So if you don't want to hear about faith stuff, you can just click off the video after I show the books. But if you do want to hear more about Christian books as well that are uplifting, I will share those after the other ones. So yeah, I'll just get started. Okay, also I have a couple books that I can hold up because I do have some here with my parents because I didn't bring all of my books with me when I moved. So when I was choosing books for this list, some of the books were here, so that was great. But I'm going to be showing a lot of pictures just so you're aware. And I had to borrow my mom's iPad this time because I forgot the little mini iPad that I usually use. I'll show you the physical books first. Some of these are kind of outdated maybe, but I just tried to compile my own personal list, you know, of happy books. So maybe you've heard of these, maybe you've already read them, whatever. It's just a list. So first of all, I would recommend reading Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. This is a very just light, entertaining book to read, so I definitely would recommend it if you're just feeling down and you want to get your mind off things. Read this book. You follow this girl, this high schooler, who is just going about her life. She's at prom, I believe it is. She's at some kind of school function, and she runs into this, I don't know, wizard guy, I guess, and he is fighting a bad guy, or like a creature, I forget, it's been a while, but anyways, he transfers his magical power to her. It was really funny because she all of a sudden got this power, and then the power compelled her to protect this boy that's also in school, and she didn't know why, and then they both find out that they're a part of this magical war kind of going on, but it's so lighthearted, very funny, and I thought this first book was great. It is a trilogy, but I tried reading the second one and I found it kind of boring, so I just stopped. But this is really fun and definitely entertaining, so this is my first recommendation. The next one is kind of a chunker, but it is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. You follow this girl who had a lot of summer plans, but because of a scandal with her dad, because her dad is in politics, she got like kicked out of her summer program that she wanted to go in. So she has no job for the summer, she has no plans, so she ends up becoming a dog walker at one point, and she meets a boy through that. And it's a really cute summer story, and she has a great group of friends too that you actually like care about because they have personalities and like they're definitely a part of the story, so that made it really good. And then I thought the romance was good, and so yeah, I definitely would recommend this book. And there's a great, like, the progression of her relationship with her dad is really, really good to read too. So there's more than just like a romance in here. Like there's friendship, there's parent-child relationships, so yeah. This is also very uplifting. Okay, and I'm going on to pictures now, and this is the last non-Christian book. So it's Listen to Your Heart by Kasie West. Honestly, I could recommend all Kasie West books, but this one in particular is very lighthearted just because you follow these kids who kind of get roped into doing a podcast, and the main girl is one of the hosts of it, and she does not want to be like, she wants to be behind the scenes. She does not want her voice on a podcast, but her teacher thinks that she'd be great for it, so she has to do it anyways. She has a guy friend, but also meets another guy, so it's not a love triangle, but because she also has a best friend, so it's kind of a love square with the girl and her best friend and then the two guys. And to me, there was a bit of a mystery with who ends up with who, but that kind of made it even more lighthearted, and just like all their interactions and stuff, it was just very innocent and sweet, and I really liked it. So yeah, this is a great, like, happy, uplifting book to read. Okay, moving on to like books with Christian faith in them. Number one, I recently read this. It's Miracle at the Higher Grounds Cafe by Max Lucado. So this book also has a bit of a, I guess you would call it supernatural in it, but you do get the perspective of an angel in this book, so that was very interesting. And you don't have to like agree with it, you know, like whether you believe that angels intervene like this angel did or not. I still think it was a very happy story. You do follow a girl who has opened her own cafe, but it's struggling, it's not getting very much business. And she feels pretty down on herself. She doesn't have much faith in God. She ends up starting a blog that lets you ask questions to God. And it gets really popular, and it's linked to her cafe, so then it makes her cafe more popular. So that's kind of the story of that. And then it has a bit of spiritual warfare, I guess you could say, because it shows the angels like protecting her and keeping, you know, the darkness away. But I found it encouraging because I'm a Christian too, and I believe that this happens. So yeah, I still think it was very lighthearted. There is a romance in it as well. And I thought it was good. So yeah, I would recommend this if you are interested. Next is Undeniably Yours by Becky Wade. I thought of adding in this book because I'm currently reading the third book in this little companion series, and I'm really liking it, so it reminded me of how much I just love Becky Wade's writing, and her romances are just so sweet and just swoon-worthy. Like, it's just great. Anyways, this book in particular starts off sad, I guess. I mean, yes, it does. This girl's dad passes away and wills to her his whole ranch that like has a farm, and it has also a thoroughbred training ranch on it, and she wants to sell all of it, and just because she's a city girl and she's not interested in being in that small town with a farm. The main farmhand guy named Beau, he really wants her to keep it because he loves the farm. He's worked there his whole life and he can't imagine doing anything else. So he asks, I think for 3 months or maybe 6 months, to convince her that it's worth it to keep, like that he can manage it himself and she wouldn't have to put any effort in, like, but just like let him keep it. So she gives him the time, and then it's their romance, and it's just really cute. So yeah, and it involves horses, which is nice, but it is a very just happy, you know, Christian love story, so that's why I would recommend it. Most of Becky Wade's books are all very lighthearted and easy reads, with just enough like excitement that keeps your heart beating, you know, and makes you want to keep reading, but nothing like too dark, I guess you could say. Anyways, this series in particular is just a very happy to me, so I would definitely recommend this one. Okay, so those are all of the books that I wanted to talk about. I do have some nonfiction, but I think I'm gonna make a separate video because this video is kind of getting long and I want to cut it off. But yeah, I'm gonna make another video exactly like this, talking about the nonfiction that are just really encouraging and uplifting during tough times, you know? So I hope you guys are all doing okay. I'm doing okay, I'm fine. I live in Canada, so I'm not where anything is too crazy right now. But you never know, right? Like, just be prepared, but also just trust that God is in control. And I look forward to making more videos here. I kind of like it. The lighting is going in and out because I'm using natural light, and I'm like, the window's kind of over here, so it's not direct. But this is kind of the best I could do at the moment, so we will work on it. I might be filming a couple videos here because I've got some ideas, so yeah, we shall see, but I'm glad I got this one done. Yeah, so I hope that these were some decent recommendations. You might have heard of all of these before. So I will have all of the titles and authors listed down below. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.